So, in the last session, what we have done, anybody can explain? मुरन क्या किया था कल बेटा? हाँ जी सिमरन।
हाँ जी सर, कल हमने मेडिएशन किया था, मॉडरेशन किया था, मल्टी ग्रुप एनालिसिस का सीखा था।
हाँ, तो मल्टी ग्रुप एनालिसिस तो आपने सीखना ही है अगर आपने अच्छा पेपर लिखना है ना। तो अगर आप बोलते हो कि कोई
हाँ जी सर।
क्वालिटी का पेपर या बी कैटेगरी टाइप कोई पेपर लिखना है ना, एबीडीसी बी कैटेगरी में, तो एमजीए तो करना ही है, ठीक है। बट वो थोड़ी सी लिमिटेशन होती है कि ये मतलब इनके लिए 2-2 दिन चाहिए होते हैं टॉपिक के लिए, तो ब्रीफली अंडरस्टैंड करने वाले टॉपिक हैं। तो बट फिर भी मैंने आपको एक ना, मैं पेपर शेयर करता हूँ आपके साथ ग्रुप में ना, उसमें वो
हाँ जी
माइकॉम
सर।
का थोड़ा सा इशू होगा आपको ना। मैंने, ठीक है, क्योंकि माइकॉम थोड़ा सा अलग चला जाता है, तो इस वजह से माइट बी यू विल बिट कंफ्यूज, बट अदरवाइज तो सिंपली है। हमने कंपेयर करना है मॉडल जब कैटेगोरिकल है। अगर आपका रेशियो स्केल पे वेरिएबल है तो उनको इंट्रैक्शन कर देनी है, दो वेरिएबल को मल्टीप्लाई कर देना, वो जो सॉफ्टवेयर अपने आप ही कर देता है, ठीक है। तो
हाँ
आज
जी सर, और एक डाउट था, एक,
बोलिए।
कि मॉडरेटर जो है सर, वो उसका यूनि डायमेंशनल होना ही जरूरी है कि हम उसको मल्टी डायमेंशनल भी कर सकते हैं, मतलब एनालिसिस करके दिखा सकते हैं?
अ, आपका कहने का मतलब हो सकता है कि मॉडरेटेड वेरिएबल की डायमेंशंस भी हो सकती है, यही है ना क्वेश्चन आपका? हाँ,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
हो सकता है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता। अभी आज हम थोड़ा उसी चीजों
ठीक
को
है सर।
कवर करेंगे कि जब मल्टी डिमेंशनल स्केल है तो कैसे करनी है मॉडरेशन। और जब हमारी क्या बोलते हैं कि फॉर्मेटिव अगर कंस्ट्रक्ट है तो हम क्या करना है। वैसे फॉर्मेटिव हम यूजली यूज नहीं करते, बट मैंने एक अटेम्प्ट की थी, मैंने एक स्केल बनाया था मॉडरेशन अपना फॉर्मेटिव के ऊपर। मतलब आई विश यू ऑल पीपल, आई विल शेयर दैट पेपर विद यू कि आप कहीं यूज करना अपनी रिसर्च में। मतलब totally I'm criticized by so many people because it's a very difficult job to create a formative scale. Reflective तो सारे बनाते ही है ना, तो but
हाँ जी।
I'm used to take such type of actions, थोड़ी मेरी आदत है कि वो काम करो जो दूसरे नहीं करते। So let's start today's session। पहले मैं आपको एक ये,
हम-
तो this paper I'm talking about, this is the paper of development of a scale, exploring job quality from different perspectives, development and validation of a causal formative scale. Okay, I'm not in going in depth about that. So basically, you know the difference between a reflective and formative. Give me 1 minute. Let me on the fine. So this is a process adopted from very standardized paper, understanding the concept of job quality, then check the content validity of that. And when you are, you're not, you can't run the
हाँ
format
जी।
soil construct. You have must have 2-3 reflective construct with that. So I opted job satisfaction and other constructs. So we run content analysis. This is also for the reflective and formative. This is content analysis by 6 experts. Okay. Then model estimation, measurement of model. This is confirmatory tetrad analysis, a bit high to you. It tells out whether your model is reflective or formative. And indicator weights. Now, because in formative construct, we are talking about indicator weights. And reliability and validity. Cronbell alpha is not applicable to formative constructs. So we done the redundancy analysis. I think somebody asked me about this is the job quality. And now you see on the arrow are towards the constructs. This is formative, and you can see one more thing. This is the global item. Somebody asked me na first take what is the global item. Jamal I think asked. So global item means when you are working on formative, you have you have to develop a item which represent the whole of the scale. For example, my job quality is fine. So this can be one global item. So if the relationship between global item and job quality construct is more than 80%, more than 0.8, then you can say that the convergent validity has been established in the form of formative scale. That is called also redundancy analysis. So again, MyCom analysis, step 2, step 3, 3A, 3B, okay. And then because we have compared this model on two samples, one from Himachal Pradesh, one from the Punjab, okay. So then we have to basically in variance we test whether geographically any influence comes on your loadings on your items. Okay, so we run that MyCom also for that purpose. This is published in Scopus and Dex Journal, but this is, I think, from my point of view, is a very good paper. I think a lot of things are not covered there, but it is a starting point if you want to work or you want to create some formative skills. Okay, stop sharing. And you know how we work on the formative scales in our PLSM. We have like this our model. So uh, this is our model we have tested for MGA. Now, if we click right sides, so there is a one option, invert measurement model. I click here. Now you can see the arrow are towards the quality. Okay, it means quality now becomes a formative model. Okay, understand? The behavior intention is now is a reflective model. Okay, so if you go through the my PPT, then there are the assessment criteria what we measure in form of formative constructs. In formative constructs, first of all we run the bootstrapping, and then we run the bootstrapping, then we run the sorry first then first run we PLSM, then we run the bootstrapping. Now we check the, now we are not checking the weight for the formative, because now one construct is formative, another is a reflective. For example, okay, for example, this is a formative, this is a reflective. In a such a case, for behavior intentions, we have to see all the criteria like indicator liability, convergent validity, reliability indicator, composite reliability, Cronbach alpha. But for the quality, if you can say it is the formative construct, you have to see the outer loading and the significance of outer loading. Okay, these for example, quality 1, quality 2, we have to now see the outer weight, not the loading. I'm talking about outer weight. Outer weight is almost equal to, you can say, the your beta value. Okay, you're getting my point? Because the arrow are towards the construct, now it becomes the multivariate regression type sum. So in such a case, you has to check one more thing, that is called the multicollinearity. We have PLS algorithm. We can check is there any option of multicollinearity. So multicollinearity we are checked with the VIF value. VIF value should be green. It should be less than 5. Okay. So this is a simple measurement of formative construct. Okay. So I can also show you. These all weights should be significant. That should be now. If I'm talking about what is multicollinearity, anybody can tell me what is the multicollinearity?
But the independent variables are related to each other, like they're very similar.
When independent variable are, now you see, now model is looks like a for multivariate regression. So it means quality one, quality two. There should have there are some relationship between them. Okay. So if there is a high relationship between the items, it means they will drop out. They will put out the other item out of the model. In order to check that, we test the multicollinearity. Okay. Understand? So three main things we check there. Number one, informative construct. We check the uh, weight, then significance of weight, and multicollinearity. Okay, so it means for this quality, your measurement model is different. For behavior intentions, your measurement model is the different. Okay, because uh, in that we have to not check the loading if it is a formative construct. Okay, hope you getting my point. Anybody?
The independent variable.
So
Yes, sir.
let,
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
I will also show some empirically tested model of CCA. Uh, Not going to that. Not this one. So this is the redundancy analysis. Now you can see that arrow or job quality models I have done here. The arrow are pointed to that words. Okay. When we are measuring, measuring, job quality models. Okay.
Sir.
One thing more. When you are measuring, formative constructs, I think one thing more we have to take care of. That is,
Variables.
yes, anybody has a doubt? Uh, if I invert it, if I click here, so there is also waiting mode, but we opt mode A for the formative. Automatically, they will also assign the A. Okay, mode A we assign to the formative because this thing is different for you because we are not doing work on formative. So I think this is clear.
Sir.
Any doubt? Now, if I say that in such a case, this is their measurement model is different, their measurement model is different. I think it is clear to all of you how to measure the formative construct. We are not we
Yeah.
used in the practice, honestly. So further, you have to study one thing more about uh, uh, talking about. Uh, so one thing I put notes in you on the basis of construction of the scale. So we also classify model into different forms like higher order models. So what are the higher order models? So these are, according to this is the lower order construct. When you're working on a construct, it is a lower order construct. So higher order construct means when you're constructed, made their construction is made according to their formation. Okay, so there are the four type of constructs: reflective, reflective, higher order construct. Higher order constructs mean now construct works as a parental form. For example, we have the so many scales. Is there an example of that higher order construct? Okay, I'm showing to you how what are the higher order construct. Uh, for example, you take this two variable and I'm just making some example of that. So suppose loyalty has no indicators. You get it, my point? Loyalty has a no indicator. So this is also a type of construct. Uh, this is called higher order construct. What it's called? It is called higher order construct. The type of this construct is reflective. This is clear. First type of the mostly we measure in the three way anything. Either we use the construct of that, either we use the dimension of that, either we use the higher order formation of that construct. So first form of the higher order construct is also called the second order construct. For example, these are the two. Uh, this construct is on the final paper is represented by invented by this way. So we can use this construct in the similar way. We have, for example, the another variable satisfaction here. So and this type of scenario can also occur when you have the one construct is higher order, another construct is lower order. You're getting my this point? Okay. So this is the one type of construct of lower order. How we measures, we will discuss. So this is called reflective, mean first order reflective, second order is also reflective. Okay. This is the first type of the higher order construct. Simran, are you getting point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
another category of the construct is reflective. For example, mm, for example, if I make like this. Now, this type of category of the second order construct is reflective formatting. We measure always from the lower side to upper side. Your first order, your lower order is reflective, and your higher order is formative. For example, loyalty has invented in such a way that they have two dimension behavior, intention, and quality. Okay, so this is the another type of the construct. So you getting my point? Tapan, you are getting this type of construct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The another type of construct is if we invert it. So if I invert into in this way, now it is called formative higher order construct. Are you getting my point? Okay. So last category of construct is basically formative, formative, formative reflective constructs. Okay. So I have discussed four category of higher order constructs. Okay. Uh, First is reflective. Another is reflective formative reflectives. Okay. So your variable can be from any of these form. For example, uh, uh, if I delete the loyalty can be measured as a single construct, it can be possible. Okay, it can be higher order construct. Okay, or it can be measured only by the dimensions. You're getting my point? Okay, so So in this way, we have different types of the construct. If it is in the real paper or it is measured by the dimensions, then your dimensions independently work on as a construct, as a moderator or mediator. Okay. For example, you take one example. There is so so these are the dimensions of three scales. I'm not okay. So three scales A, B, C hypothetically. One is work engagement, another is innovation, and another is I think uh, learning. So these are the dimensions of these are the higher order construct. These are the lower order constructs. Okay. So they basically how they are representing. For example, for example, work engagement, they are made from three T, IC, and FD. Okay, generally this is just an expressions. The first point when we are testing higher order construct, what we do. Okay, so now understand how we make model with the higher order constructs. Okay. So there are the two way basically to handle the higher order constructs. Or one very important things. For example, now if I'm going to the uh, this one, uh, let me check. Okay. So let me uh, show one more file to you. Okay, no problem. So go to the our previous example. For example, uh, we are now assuming that the we have how many variables are there. We have satisfaction there. The first scenario of the construct is basically suppose quality and satisfactions are dimensions of any construct. Okay, and construct is measured in dimensions. Okay, in such a case, you have to run these two dimensions on behavior intentions. And by making mark here in your model, you can say that suppose this is work engagement hypothetically. Okay. So you can say that these two dimension of work engagement and the formation of construct is in this way, by way you work on the satisfaction and quality. So you have to run two dimensions effect on behavior intentions. Tapan, are you getting what I'm talking, Aman?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Aman, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. But I have one question now.
Yes, yes.
Mm, Uh, as we say that dimensions, rightly?
Yeah,
So dimensions like we have an independent one variable and we have two dimensions of that,
yeah,
right?
yes.
So we have to show both the dimensions here.
Yeah, exactly. If the formation of construct is in that form, that's why I put in
Okay,
faces
okay.
to follow the real paper, how the construct is invention. Okay. Further, for example, now this is the one case when you have the two dimension of any construct, then you have to run on this way. In the mediation, you will run through these dimensions, mediations. Okay. It can be possible by one dimension mediation can be significant, or by another dimension mediation is a not a significant. Okay. So second case is suppose you can say quality and satisfaction. Sorry. If I say that the satisfaction and qualities are higher order construct, reflective construct. Okay. So satisfaction and qualities are basically make to a loyalty. So I click here, simply make a variable uh, loyalty. Will not work. Okay. Now, in how we made here the model. This is not in existence already, because this is the formation of your constructs. Okay. So in such a case, you have to put all statement of satisfaction and quality into this one. Okay. For example, quality satisfaction has four statement, we put in there, and quality 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we put here. Okay. Now we have to make connection of this. Suppose this is a reflective. So suppose this alpha variable, basically alpha variable is higher order reflective constructs. Okay. So in this way, we make the model in PLSM when one is the higher order construct, other is the lower order constructs. Okay. This approach is called the repeated indicator approach. What it's called? The repeated indicator approach. Now see how to measure this model. If we run this model, for example, now you have to make segment of this model. So this model has, this is one construct alpha, this is another construct. What you have to understand, okay, this is the lower order construct. Okay, so in this model there is a three lower order construct, 1 2 3. You are getting my point? Behavior intention is also lower order, quality is also lower order, satisfaction also lower order. Okay. So what you have to check it? At first point, you have to check the measurement model for all these three. Okay. At second point, you have to check the measurement model for the alpha one, because now these are two indicators. Okay. So now it will create some problem, because when you will run this model, so it will create some problem because two time indicator are repeated. Okay. So best way to handle such type of the problem is two-stage approach. What is that two-stage approach? First of all, we not make the any higher order construct. We not make any higher order construct. For example, we not make the any alpha construct. We take our variable satisfaction is there, and we take loyalty is there. Suppose these are our variables. Now you assume that uh, satisfaction and qualities are the a higher order constructs. So what we have to do? We connect all with each other for a while. It becomes now blue. So it is a sign of they will run. Now we run the PLS algorithm. Okay. So when we run the PLS algorithm, now this is the all lower orders. This is the a lower order construct for the all in the models. Okay. So what we have to check, we check to all these things like these satisfaction 1 2 are the lower indicators. Okay. So at the first stage, we check all this, the reliability and validity of all lower order constructs into the model. Are you with me? Okay. So this is the first stage. And for example, at first stage, this variable is creating problem. For example, delete it. We delete it. Okay. So when we run this PLS algorithm, start. So this is our model. Check the construct reliability, all things fine. Discriminant validity, all things fine. Okay. Now what you have to do in the second stage, uh, while you're running the PLS algorithm, you will get the latent variable. Click here, latent variable. Are you getting this point? Latent variable.
Yes, sir.
So what we have to do, we have to do this copy in our file. Our file is demo. Our file is demo2 is our file. Let me open it. So you have to copy this latent variable score there. So we have the four variable: behavioral intention, loyalty, quality, and satisfaction. Okay. This is their reliability, validity at lower order. We have checked it out. Okay. In the second stage, we take their latent variable score. Okay. And save this file. Now you what to do? Now it's going bit complex. Now I'm going to my model, and I re again a new PLS model. So we have PLSM model to save, but we have to again import the data. Demo2 was the file. I open the file. So all these things are there. We have to check whether variable are there. Our variable are there. We check on raw data. Yes, variables are there. Back, we check uh, demo2 1. This is our PLSM model, and we have to click on demo2 1. In demo2 1, I think variables are not copied there. Let me save it. File name is, uh, we change the file name hypothetically. Rename it demo D3, for example. So we change the file name. So what you have to do, go to the PLSM and uh, delete these resources, because this is, so we have import the data. So we have to workshop PLSM. No, we have to go for desktop. There is a uh, workshop. We change into D3, open it, import, and rest this thing is find. Demo 3 is there. Now new file is there. So what time we will do that? Now we have make a new PLS model, and by clicking on this like a bar time item, we opt the D3 file. Okay. So now in D3 files, we have, uh, you know, uh, demo. Why score is not copy there? Satisfaction, loyalty. The variables are there. Let me. Sorry, it's a bit complicated task. You have to do again and again. Uh, Sharing screen. Demo. D3. Okay, variables are there. We go to PLSM model 2, opt D3, and these are the our variable loyalty, quality, uh, behavior intentions, quality, loyalty. Where is the satisfaction? This is, I think. So now what you have to take, for example, uh, uh, please, you understand what I have done. Basically, we have some problems while we are doing. Somebody is working on the higher order construct with lower order constructs. Somebody is working with the dimensions. Somebody is working only on the constructs. In the construct form, the things are very simple. But when you have the lower and higher order constructs, then the measurement things are bit tricky. So that's why I'm saying that it is a bit advanced workshop. We are also covering all these aspects. So now if I will open this file, if I share the my window, and now you can see that now in this file we have the latent variable score, and also we have the lower order scales. For example, your model is to check the effect of so satisfaction is our now lower order construct. Okay, and suppose loyalty and quality, these are two dimensions of, hypothetically you can say that, variable, our alpha variables. Now you have to put quality and loyalty there as a dimension. Okay, now alpha is a second order. Now their dimensions becomes indicator, and this is a lower order, and you have to draw an arrow here and check all the formalities. Check all the formalities, like at the lower order you have to check measurement model, reliability, validity. Now same thing you have checked with the higher order construct, with the lower order construct. If it is a formative, then you have to, if it is a higher order formative, then you have to check in this way. You have to invert it, and you have to check the loading and measures. The same procedure will be applied. Okay. Suppose alpha has impact on satisfaction. Alpha is a higher order reflective formative construct. So in such a case, you have to make model like this. So this is a two-stage approach. This is a bit tricky. Tapan, I would like you would ask some question on it. Aman, Niyamatullah. जितने भी मेरे स्टूडेंट हैं मैं उसको बोलता होता हूँ कि जब भी पहले चेक कर लो जो भी आप जिस पे काम करना चाहते हो, वेदर यू आर वर्किंग ऑन हायर ऑर्डर कंस्ट्रक्ट और लोअर ऑर्डर कंस्ट्रक्ट। तब ना, हाँ जी, क्वेश्चन।
सर आई वांटेड नो, जो आपने दो अप्रोचेस करवाई, रिपीटेड इंडिकेटर और टू स्टेज, तो
हम्म।
दोनों के रिजल्ट सिमिलर आते हैं कि कुछ डिफरेंस आ सकता है?
जो रिपीटेड इंडिकेटर है दैट इज ए क्रिटिकली दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल। उसके बाद एक डिसजॉइंट अप्रोच आती है, बट ये जो मैं अप्रोच बता रहा हूँ दिस इज वर्ल्ड वाइड एक्सेप्टेबल। आप उसका लेटेंट वेरिएबल स्कोर लो, अब डिमेंशंस आपकी इंडिकेटर बन जाएगी। ठीक है। तो अगर आपका मॉडल है लोअर ऑर्डर, हायर ऑर्डर वन कंस्ट्रक्ट है, तो लोअर ऑर्डर दूसरा कंस्ट्रक्ट है, तो पहले तो आपको सारे लोअर ऑर्डर का मेजरमेंट मॉडल चेक करना पड़ेगा, और फिर आपके हायर ऑर्डर का मेजरमेंट मॉडल कंपेयर करना पड़ेगा आपको लोअर ऑर्डर कंस्ट्रक्ट से। तो दिस इज द पॉइंट। तो न्यामुत
Indicator.
Jamal I think
Okay.
asked that. न्यामुतullah, it is clear. Aman, Vishnu, it is clear.
Yes, sir. I got this.
Okay. So basically, sometimes in HR you get the always higher order constructs. Your mediator is also higher order construct. So in such a case, you will have to follow it, because if we use the repeated indicator approach, if your mediator is the formative, then it creates the problems because their error are towards the constructs. Okay, Simran, कहाँ गए मैडम सिमरन? So basically, this is this type of the exercise we done for the purpose of research paper writing. Otherwise, if you think for your for your simple thesis work, the you generally work on the only lower order constructs. Okay, so
Yes, sir. This.
yes, so. Uh, So this is the way you also understand that the construct can be also be a third order construct. I am just talking about the second order construct. It can be of the third order construct. Okay. So generally, I think second order construct is enough for this workshop. Now, loyalty and quality are basically dimension which act as an indicator for the higher order constructs. This is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
If these are the formative, then you have to check the weight and significance of weight and their multicollinearity. For example, suppose now for example you have the new construct. In such a cases, alpha can be act as a mediator. If you can say the loyalty is your another construct here, you can point this here, control Z. Don't take it because we have already taken it. Take behavior and tension. So your higher order construct after measurement can be act anywhere. It can be act as a mediator. Okay. It can be act as a higher order construct, can be act as a moderator. Like this way. So this is clear how we measure higher order constructs, two-stage approach. For example, you have the all three constructs are higher order. Then you have to first in the first stage you have to measure all lower order constructs like this, like this. This is are the all lower order construct of three scales. Then we make a in the higher order construct then we again compare the measurement model. So in such a case, at lower order construct, you check the measurement model, at higher order, you check the measurement model, then you go for your structural model. So I think bit tricky, but this is
Yes, sir.
not a any things to take pressure of it. You hardly in your search work on higher order constructs. But approach is available here that is called two-stage approach. Very, very, very simple if you understand the things. You first of run lower order constructs, then take their latent variable score, then draw the model according to that. Okay. Let me show, is there any models present there? Model is present. So now check it out. This model is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So one thing more you can use with this latent variable score. What is that thing? Some models are you can't run in when they becomes the very complex. For this case, we use this process macro there. Process macro, what will do? They work only on the latent variable scores because at the lower end, at the lower order construct, you tested each and everything, your measurement model. In the process, you just put their latent variable score and you can run any complex model. Let's do this. For example, we create a new model for a process project, close all the projects. Now where is our PLS model? Now we are making process one model type process one, save. So we have the D3 file, but in process you always work on only latent variable score. Now this latent variable score becomes the one indicator: behavior intention, loyalty, quality, satisfactions. Now I'm taking their latent variable score only. And where is the satisfaction, loyalty, behavior intentions, and quality? Okay. So you can also run model on, then also the results will be the similar. For example, you want to run, suppose your all constructs are higher order constructs. Then you can take their latent
Sir.
variables. Suppose you want to run complex models, then you can also make a model like this, 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 this. This is our parallel mediation model. Okay. You can make like this. This is our serial mediation model. When you run it, make so that will provide the almost same values. Then you can calculate bootstrapping also. This is the significance of that. Further, what you can do on process, you can uh, you can run some complex models also by using the process. For example, we have the behavior intentions, we have the loyalty, we have the quality, we have the satisfaction. Suppose we have the uh, uh, this type of connection here, quality, and there is this this is a moderation, okay, and this is the uh, connect, and this variable works this like, and quality has also moderation fact here. So any complex models you can do in the process macro. For example, it can be also possible you can also make such type of for example, loyalty is there, and you can also propose such type of models, okay, or you can also propose this is there. So any type of complex work you can done on it. So top sharing, this is about process macro. So in process macro, generally maximum things we can do in PLSM, but sometimes there are the so complex models. Okay, in such a case, we have to opt on the process macro. So I have shown you the models, all models, model one, model two, that are basically examples of process macro. Very easy. Take the latent, run the lower order constructs, take their latent variable score, and run the model. Okay. So lastly, we now going to attempt some complex on the lower order constructs. So this is a bit introductory, you can say, about the lower order construct, how we handle. Mostly in my career, I don't see so much people using higher order construct, honestly. They work only constructs. So that's why this topic is the least, interested for the scholars. Further, one thing you have to uh, check at your end. These are the models. You have to run this all. Like this is the our. If I click here, so you can check this model, PLSM model. Almost anybody of you, they have the same model. The procedure is same. In order to, if your model is look like this model, okay. So in such a case, you can run the model and you can check the values. Any model you can run for the understanding. The procedure will be the same to measure. Okay. Because lot of scholars has different type of the model. For example, some has like employee retention models. So this is that. So somebody has such type of the model. I think Prabjit has such type of the model. Okay. So in such a case, you can run this model. Sometime it can be also happened. Suppose hypothetically, I'm giving example. Suppose this variable is a moderator here. Moderator here. So you can also run this model just for testing. So in this way, you can also test your models. Technology accept you taught unit organization identification model unit you taught model in the PLSM. Very famous model for technology acceptance. So all models are run on that. So I think till this discussion, you are with me. If you have any doubt, kindly ask me. Anybody of you is working on a higher order construct? Harpreet, you are getting what I'm talking?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sukhpreet,
sir.
your model, I think one of that model. Janvi, Anita, I think Harris.
Sir, my model is also higher order construct. All
So
the variables three
so
dimensions.
so you have to
Five.
adopt the two-stage approach, Harris. In first of all, you
Yes,
have
sir.
run the model for lower order constructs. Then you have to run the model for higher order constructs. The rule will be the same.
Sir, one question, sir, I have. Just I saw that two of my constructs are they are
You forget
reflective,
the
reflective.
you have to on the video to ask the question. Otherwise, it seems I'm talking to black hole.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, actually, I saw my model is an higher order construct two variables in reflective form, and one is in reflective formative form. So I think I should do the same you told me.
Yeah, in the lower order constructs, you have to check for the formative weight, significance, and collinearity. For the
Yes.
reflective, you have to check the because formative is automatically discriminant from the reflective. Okay. For the reflective construct, you check all the
Okay,
dimensions, indicator, composite, Cronbach alpha, and then you have to take the latent variable score of that. Okay. Then you have to run the model
okay, sir.
again.
Okay,
And at a higher order, you have to compare the measurement model with the higher order construct. Okay.
okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about some higher order constructs. Okay. Uh, Now we will do one more higher order thing. We will discussing now moderated mediation. Okay. This is a very good topic. If you are capable to write on moderated mediation, your paper can be published in good quality journal. So moderated mediation is what? And also you have to focus on the process. Okay. Process macro is also very useful tool which is incorporated in that. When you working on only latent variables. So let's do the moderated mediation. So this is our PLSM model. So variables are already there. Suppose your model is like this. So your model is like this. This is a called moderated mediation. So what is moderated mediation? Moderated mediation means the relationship between quality, loyalty, and behavior intention depends upon the level of satisfaction. Okay. Your mediation, quality, loyalty, and behavior, their relationship depends upon the satisfaction. Okay. So either if you plot there or you plot satisfaction according to your literature view, you can plot. But uh, this is a case of moderated mediation. But this is not a case of moderated mediation. If you plot moderator here, this is not a case of moderated mediation, okay? Because it is not effect on the mediation. But if the variable effect on here, now this is the case of moderated mediation. You propose this model and run PLS algorithm. When you run the PLS algorithm, it is possible that uh, the moderation is not significant. You can also check one thing more in the moderation analysis, that is a simple and slope analysis. If they are cutting with each other, then it is a sign of moderation. So now what you have to check? So it means we have to check, we have to run the bootstrapping also again. Now we have to check, condition. First of all, we have to check the path coefficients. So moderated is not significant. In the second step, we have to check the specific indirect effect. This is the quality to loyalty, loyalty to behavior intentions. Okay, satisfaction to loyalty and behavior intentions. And third thing we have to check there is conditional indirect effect. Conditional indirect effect. These all are significant. Tapan, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now there is a difference between two things. Okay, one thing is to prove in the model whether moderated mediation exists in the model. Okay, another thing is whether you have to identify the conditional effect. Two things. Okay, so we have to prove two things in such type of the model, whether the effects are conditional or whether there is a moderated mediation. Okay, moderated mediations means your moderation effect to the mediator and mediator effect to the dependent variable, right? So now look, what is this case? Uh, so when I run, first of all, again, the procedure will be the same. In such a case, first of all, we have to run the all the things. We have to check all the things. Like we have to check the reliability, validity of the constructs. Again, loading. Okay. Loyalty 5 has low loading. We have to remove it. Uh, okay. Constructor liability, validity, loyalty. This has lower loading. We have to delete it. Okay. We have to check the, first of all the things for all four constructs. For all four constructs, whether reliability, validity is not an issue. Okay, so now there is it. Then we have to run this again.
Yes.
Bootstrapping. Then we run, and now we have to check 2-3 things additional in moderate mediation. We check the specific indirect effect. Okay. Now go to the our file report. Now you can see specific indirect effect. In the specific indirect way, satisfaction multiply by quality. So it means satisfaction and quality as an interaction fact. It is a moderation fact. Moderation fact leads to loyalty. Loyalty lead to behavior intention. This is insignificant. When this relationship is insignificant, you can say that there is a no moderated mediation in the model. Okay, first point is clear to you, Aman? We go to the report, we go to the specific indirect fact. Satisfaction and multiply by quality, it is a moderation. Moderation lead to loyalty, loyalty lead to behavior intention. and this relationship is not significant. It means there is a no moderated mediation in the model. It means your mediation is not dependent on your model. But second, you have to check the conditional effect. Conditional effect is conditional indirect effect. Now, these conditional indirect effects are significant. What it means? When satisfaction is higher, then path coefficient is 0.62. It is significant. When it is lower, then it is also significant. When it is at mean level, then it is also significant. So it means there is a conditional effect of satisfaction, not moderated mediation. Getting my point? Or bit confusion? If the interaction
Okay,
fact
sir.
interaction mean quality multiply satisfaction lead to loyalty, loyalty lead to behavior intention. If this relationship is significant, then you claim there is a moderated mediation in the model. But this thing is false in this case, in this model. But if you can also prove that there is a no moderated mediation, but there is a conditional effect of job satisfaction, conditional effect of satisfaction. When the level of satisfaction change, the mediation change. At low level, it is something different. At high level, it is something different, but it changed significantly. Okay? So, Aman, this is a simple case of moderated mediation. Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm one thing more I will discuss with you regarding this.
I have a doubt regarding moderated mediation. Should I ask now or later?
Yes, yes, ask me kindly.
अच्छा, इन मॉडरेटेड mediation, मॉडरेटर जो है वो ऐसा continuous वेरिएबल होना चाहिए, कैटेगोरिकल भी हो सकता है.
कैटेगोरिकल भी हो सकता है. इसका वैसे कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉडल बनेगा. इसका हम पहले कंपेयर करके मॉडरेशन कर. फॉर
फिर उस पे
एग्जाम्पल अगर
पहले
आप
मीडिएशन बना के फिर
हाँ, फिर हाँ, अगर आपका इनडायरेक्ट इफेक्ट दोनों में, अब मल्टी ग्रुप एनालिसिस किसका होगा? मीडिएशन मॉडल का. अगर दोनों ग्रुप में सिग्निफिकेंटली डिफरेंस आता तो हम वो क्लेम कर देंगे कि मॉडरेटेड मीडिएशन है. ओके.
ओके सर.
सो अब मैं आपको पेपर दिखा देता हूँ एक, इसका मॉडरेटेड मीडिएशन का, थोड़ा सा
हाँ
और
सर.
क्लैरिटी हो जाएगा ना. जस्ट चेक करना. ये मेरा और हैरिस का एक पेपर है, वो दिखा देता हूँ.
उस पे फिर
एक ये पेपर हमारा प्रोडक्शन में, ये दिखा देता हूँ. मॉडरेटेड. This is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for. Actually, lot of files are. So this is a interpersonal conflict, workplace ostracism, and turnover and tension among immigrant employees, examining the boundary condition of emotional intelligence. So this is the abstract of that. We explain importance of the variables there. Okay, and what are the gaps in study? Research questions which we handle, research gaps are there. So hypothesis development, and moreover, this is our model at end. We are taking data from immigrants, and so these are statements. Uh, so tables are, I think, I want to show you the model. Uh, this is the model, conservation source theory, and this is the tested model. Okay. So you have to understand what type of table you have to represent. This is QQ plot, why we use PLSM. This is conditional indirect effect. And this is additional table you use with the path coefficient. In path coefficient, you have to give this also. EI multiplied by IPC lead to WTO. This is the additional hypothesis, not supported. Mediation modulation is not present there, but the relationship is conditional. This extra two tables you have to produce. Other things are same, HTMT is same. Sorry, AB is same, Cronbach alpha same, critical ratio same. All these things are same. So this is the way we run the moderated mediation. Okay. There is also one case of dual moderated mediation. Have you listened about that?
No, sir. No, sir.
थोड़ा और कॉम्प्लेक्स करें इसको. सिमरन कहाँ गई फिर बोले कि समझ नहीं लग रहा. सिमरन
Sure, sir.
सर मैं
तो
यही हूँ.
दिख तो नहीं आप, है ना. अच्छा, थोड़ा और कॉम्प्लेक्स करें इसको.
कर दो सर.
हाँ, क्या जाता है सर, नहीं करना है. अ, देखता हूँ अगर कोई मॉडल पड़ा हुआ है ड्यूल मॉडरेशन. हाँ, this model is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
So this is a very, very complex model. This model has two types. Uh, uh, this is a model of dual moderated mediation. When we run it, we have, understand some complex scenario, because model is performance fact to turnover intention, and this is the cyber slacking and solidating is a procrastination. So we plot moderator over moderator. When we run it, bootstrapping, directly go to bootstrapping, start. Check on conditional indirect effect. Now it becomes very complex to understand. It means effect of performance on turnover intention and cyber slacking when job satisfaction, when boredom is high, job satisfaction is high. Performance fact to turnover intentions, solidating and boardings are, you can say, the procrastinations. Make it simple. Take one of them. Otherwise, you will get confused. We delete it for a moment. Okay. We delete it. Now run. We bootstrapping. Cyber slacking. So now open the full report. Now see the conditional indirect effect. Now it becomes some easy to understand. Effect of performance and turnover intention and cyber slacking. When boredom is high, satisfaction is also high. When boredom is high, satisfaction is low. So when when boredom is low, satisfaction
फिर
is at mean level. Okay? So so though you have to find out which results are significant. In this case, only these two results are significant. For example, performance leads to turnover and tension, and turnover and tension lead to cyber slacking when boredom at mean level and job satisfaction is higher level. But there is a difference between one thing. If I plot this way model, for example, so this is not a dual moderated mediation. This is a two moderators mediation. Two moderators mediations. If we run at check the conditional indirect effect. Now you will not get in the similar way. You will find the different effect of boredoms differently and satisfactions different. Okay. One thing more, you can when we plot this on there. For example, you plot here. Now understand this point. Your moderation is also conditional on boredom. Okay. So again, we have to check all these things. Bootstrapping. We have to check the path coefficients. Boredom multiply by job satisfaction multiply by performance. Go to specific indirect effect. Now check it out. Boredom multiplied by job satisfaction multiplied by performance lead to turnover and tension leads to satisfaction. This is not significant. It means dual moderation mediation is not present in this model. Don't take a photo of that model because I'm just to run it. I'm working on it. Stop share. So this is the some complex models you can run. Okay. I think it is enough for the day. Rest is your practice. Data is with you. You make practice of mediation model. You have the practice of moderation model. And simply, those are very newcomers. I don't, insist them to go for the higher order models or go any complex model. Simply, you run moderated mediation. Simply, you run the mediation models, and you will be capable for the publications. Okay? But honestly, one thing you keep in your mind, testing model, PLSM is not important. Your search problem is very important. Okay. Basically, because these are the buttons. You will learn from me, then okay, you will learn from other person also. But research problem formulation is the main thing. I start my workshop with the research problem formulation. Okay. I think this is all enough for the day.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
तो क्योंकि वो
Yes, sir.
दिमाग
Yes, sir.
हो जाएगा कि क्या क्या है। कुछ पेपर है रेलिवेंट, वो मैं भेज दूंगा आपको, ठीक है। तो आई थिंक अगर किसी को क्वेरी है तो मुझसे पूछ लीजिए प्लीज। फिर मिलते हैं कल, थोड़ा राइटिंग के बारे में बात करेंगे और थोड़ा सा कोवेरियंस बेस्ड सम भी कर लेंगे। क्या फ्यूचर में बस आपको इस वर्कशॉप के बाद आप कोई भी
Okay. On
मॉडल
the
टेस्ट, कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ लीजिए प्लीज। हाँ जी।
CFA, EFA, sir.
EFA is not a part of CFA, and EFA is not a part of this workshop
Yes, yes, CFA.
because the EFA,
Okay,
CFA,
okay.
after EFA, CFA, SAM starts. So I assume because it's a bit
Yes, sir.
advanced workshop, I mean, but I will try. If you
Yes, sir.
insist me, I will give 10 minutes on the EFA, CFA.
That that's my request, sir.
No problem. You can personally talk to me also on that point. Okay, no issue.
Okay,
Because
sir. Okay, okay.
अगर मैं EFA CFA के चक्कर में पड़ जाता ना, तो ये मॉडरेटेड मीडिएशन नहीं थी होनी, हायर ऑर्डर कंस्ट्रक्ट। मुझे पता आपको
Exactly,
हंड्रेड
exactly.
परसेंट आया है कि नहीं आया, बट आपको ये पता लगे करना कैसे। अगर आप थोड़ी सी मेहनत करो तो आप
Exactly, sir.
कोई भी मॉडल टेस्ट कर सकते हो, ठीक है? और मुझे खुशी तब
We
होगी जब
understand and
आपका,
we can run it.
हाँ तो देखो, मुझे खुशी तब होगी अगर आप इससे एक पेपर लिख के और मुझे सिर्फ ये मैसेज भेजो कि सर मेरा पेपर एक्सेप्ट हो गया है। फिर मेरे कुछ इतना बोलने का, दिमाग खपकाने का कोई फायदा है नहीं, कोई फायदा नहीं है। सुन के छोड़ दी, लाइसेंस की मिल गई, ये तो काम चलते ही
No, no,
रहते हैं।
no.
ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम यू वांट टू टिक, जैसे मेरा स्टूडेंट एक हैरिस है, न्यामुतुल्ला, ये सारे काम करते हैं, ये मतलब सर पेपर एक्सेप्ट हो गया है। तो आई फील वेरी, वेरी कंफर्टेबल एंड प्राउड ऑन दिस पीपल कि ये काम कर रहे हैं अपनी फील्ड। ओके, सो इस जो वर्कशॉप
Actually,
होती
I
है
am
इसका
also planning to write a paper.
जो ऐसी वर्कशॉप होती है इसका पर्पस यही होता है कि आपने देखो, जब मैं वर्कशॉप लगाता तो सीख के मैं पेपर लिखता था, तभी फायदा है टेक्निक सीख कर अगर आप कोई पेपर लिखो उसके ऊपर, तभी फायदा है अगर आप अपने पीएचडी का
Exactly,
एनालिसिस
sir.
कर। ठीक है, आप पीएचडी का एनालिसिस तो कर ही सकते हो, आपके मॉडल इतने हाई फाई तो नहीं है, मैंने चेक किए हैं ऑलमोस्ट 70-80% जो मेरे डिपार्टमेंट के मॉडल्स हैं मुझे पता है, सिंपल सिंपल मॉडल्स हैं। तो आप अपना डाटा एनालिसिस तो कर ही सकते हो। अगर नहीं कहीं प्रॉब्लम आती है तो आई एम
Exactly,
हियर
sir.
ऑलवेज, ठीक है। हरप्रीत अपना मॉडल कर लोगे टेस्ट अब भाई?
Thank you.
हरप्रीत सर कहाँ गए?
Yes, yes, sir.
अपना मॉडल आप टेस्ट कर लोगे?
Yes, yes, sir.
चलो, प्रभजीत का भी थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉडल है, वो भी कर लेगी, अगर कोई दिक्कत हुई टू कम टू मी ऑलवेज। ओके, बाकी ये है कि खुद थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस करो इसकी, ठीक है। मतलब मैं भी एक इंसान हूँ, मुझसे भी हो सकता है कुछ चीजें रह जाएं, बट आई विल ट्राई माय बेस्ट टू कवर ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट। एनीबडी एल्स एनी क्वेश्चन? अलीसा कहाँ गई? जानवी भी आज एक्टिव नहीं थी, पता नहीं कहाँ गई। मनजोत,
हाँ सर,
अलीना,
आया मैं यार मेरे साथ।
जब तक आप ऑन नहीं करते मैं
यस
आपको
सर, क्लियर।
पैसे भी समझता हूँ, जब तक आप अपनी वीडियो ऑन नहीं करते। आप अपना मॉडल टेस्ट कर लोगे सब?
यस सर।
रियलिटी में दिस वर्कशॉप मेंट समथिंग फॉर यू और नॉट, दिस इज माय क्वेश्चन। मुझे
Exactly,
लगता
sir.
है
यस
Because for
सर।
writing the paper, we need techniques, and especially PLSM is helpful for
अमन, आई एम फोकसिंग दैट कि
especially
टेक्निक,
mediation moderator.
हाँ, टेक्निक इज नॉट अ समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, योर रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ऑलवेज। ओके, सो गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी, थैंक यू, मीट यू टुमारो। टुमारो कोई
Thank
आपकी
you.
क्वेरीज
Thank
है
you,
मुझे
sir.
बता दो। एक
Thank
जस्ट अ
you,
मिनट,
sir.
कोई आपकी क्वेरीज हैं कि कल मेरा मॉडल ऐसा है, तो मैं आई विल बी हैप्पी टू डू दैट प्रैक्टिकल हेयर।
सर आया।
तो किसी का कोई मॉडल
सर
है, जैसे वो अपना मॉडल शेयर कर सकता है मेरे साथ पर्सनली, चाहे मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दो चाहे ग्रुप में डाल दो। और डरो मत, ऐसे आप लोग डरते रहते हो ना कि शेयर करने से मॉडल गुम हो जाता है, कुछ नहीं होता। शेयरिंग नॉलेज मीन प्रोटेक्टिंग नॉलेज। आप जब शेयर कर देते हो आपकी नॉलेज प्रोटेक्ट हो जाती है। तो कोई मॉडल है ग्रुप में डाल दो, किसी ने अपनी पर्सनल क्वेरी डिस्कस करनी है तो हम वो डिस्कस करेंगे, थोड़ा बहुत सीवी से हम करेंगे। मुझे लगता है इसके आगे जो टेक्निक्स है बहुत एडवांस है, मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्टरी वे कर लूंगा। जैसे हम नेसेसरी कंडीशन एनालिसिस है, सीबीसीएम थोड़ा सा दिखा दूंगा आपको क्या है। और फिर आगे इन फ्यूचर एक आधी वर्कशॉप और हुई ना, तो फिर पार्टिकुलरली आप 6-7 महीने बाद, साल बाद फिर देख लेंगे आपकी दिक्कतें क्या है। मुझे लग रहा है कि इनफ है इसमें
Okay.
ऑलमोस्ट। इसमें ऑलमोस्ट हमने वो सारा कुछ कवर कर लिया है जो आपको थीसिस में, जो आपके जिस जिस पर्पज से आपने ये वर्कशॉप लगाई थी। क्योंकि मेरे जो डिपार्टमेंट में स्टूडेंट थे उनका यही पर्पज था कि हम अपना एनालिसिस कर सकें। तो आई थिंक डाटा इकट्ठा करके जो इंडिकेटर, लायबिलिटी, वैलिडिटी, ये बड़ी कॉमन चीजें हैं, आप कर सकते हो आराम से। ठीक है जी, कोई आपकी क्वेरीज है तो कल लेके आना अपने मॉडल्स। आई विल बी मोर हैप्पी। ठीक है, अपना मॉडल कल लेके आना, डिस्कस करेंगे इस मॉडल में क्या है। ठीक है, हरप्रीत आप भी अपना मॉडल लेके आना, आई विल बी मोर हैप्पी। ठीक है, नेमतुल्ला आप भी अपना कोई
ओके
मॉडल
सर।
है। ठीक है, तो हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि उसका क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंस, और थोड़ा बहुत सीवी सेम और जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स हैं वो कर लेंगे। ठीक है, ओके जी, गुड नाइट। सुखप्रीत, सुखप्रीत आप भी बेटा
थैंक यू
अपना
सर।
गुड नाइट
यस
सर।
सर।
सुखप्रीत
थैंक
आप
यू।
भी एक्टिव नहीं हो बेटा, आप भी आते हो, आपका कोई मॉडल है तो डिस्कस कर लेना। सुखप्रीत बड़ी कंसिस्टेंट मेरी पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, मैंने जितनी भी वर्कशॉप लाई है सुखप्रीत ने कभी भी एक मिस नहीं किया तक। पर ये वीडियो नहीं ऑन करती, ये इसकी खासियत है। चलो कोई बात नहीं, इट कैन बी योर सम पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम। ओके जी, गुड नाइट टू ऑल ऑफ यू।
गुड नाइट सर।
गुड नाइट।
थैंक यू।